the All-American, the 2022 Field of 12 All-American team at quarterback position. I don't think it's much of a surprise, but it's Bryce Young from Alabama. He's probably not making over $200,000 a day or a game or whatever that stat was, Trevor. But for him, he's the reigning Heisman Trophy winner. You guys have been around him. I was with him this summer at the Elite 11. He's got so many tools. He reminds me of Steph Curry, but at the quarterback position. I'm going to start with you, Trevor. What do you think about that as the pick of the All-American? What do you love about this young man, and why should he be in that position?
Well, I'm going to take it back to your quote real quick, and I'll close a loop. I think it's an incredible quote by Chip Kelly, and I think every successful quarterback, and I'll put myself in that somebody that goes on and plays, right, had a coach, a parent, somebody of that nature speak some sort of advice like that into their life. I know my high school coach taught me, we called it being even keel, not get too high, not get too low, right? The blame or the praise. Don't take it all and be emotional about it. Just ride that even keel wave. And it allowed me to calm down and go see the game better and play better and all those things. Well, we had an opportunity at the national championship game to do an interview with Bryce Young's dad. He sat down at our table and we started asking him questions about his son. And it was very apparent quickly why Bryce is the way that he is, the way that his dad spoke about his son, the way that he talked about how he molded his son and loved his son through the ups and the downs proved, okay, yes, is this guy extremely talented? Absolutely. Has he been developed by great coaches? Absolutely. But the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. He has been raised in a family that has allowed him to be successful, and he's stepped up to the plate. He's proven that over his career so far, and he's still got a lot of time left. We'll get to the Heisman talk later in the show, I know, but this guy's got a lot to look forward to this season.
Yeah, Trev, I think that's awesome, and I'll take it more on an X's and O standpoint. You know, he's playing for a guy I know fairly well, and Bill O'Brien on the offensive side there. And Yogi, I think the Steph Curry comparison is fantastic. He's a facilitator. He plays point guard. Very, very accurate. He's not afraid to let his guys go ahead and make plays for him. Very rarely does he force the needle and try to make something happen, which is tough to do. And we saw that a little bit at the national championship game last year. And something that we said is that experience was going to make him better. And I think, you know, being able to come in, Alabama does not rebuild. They continue to reload with talent. And specifically when you're talking about the All-American, I think this is going to be a theme that I'm going to talk about. You know, as much as it is an individual award, there's a lot of things and a lot of factors that go into it. And I think specifically at the quarterback position, I said this in a previous podcast, I think it's the most dependent position in sports. You could have all the talent in the world, but if you don't have the right pieces around you, it's going to be hard to be successful. And Bryce has the perfect storm of all those things working in his favor. And to your point, Trevor, the kid's made right. And, you know, I think the world's his oyster. He can make everything that he needs to make out of this year. And I'm really looking forward to seeing him play and continue to develop and grow and look forward to the next step in his career in the NFL level.
Yeah, I think this crop of quarterbacks, like I look at Bryce, CJ Stroud, Caleb Williams, let's just say they're the trio. And there's other guys, right? Whether it's Cam Rising or Tyler Van Dyke, like there's other dudes, of course, they play at a high level. But I think those three at the top, I think they're going to become the blueprint for like the young hack and the young Trevor of like, how do I manage this world of hype, expectations, NIL, money, family, dynamics? Like, how do I deal with it? I think these three are like the blueprint for that. And they're going to be fun to watch. All three of them were counselors this year at the Elite 11, which was really cool to watch them. It is every year to see counselors, but when guys are coming in and they've got a little bit of money and life has changed for them, to watch them just play, right? You said earlier, I think Trevor, like fun and enjoyment around the craft. These dudes have it. And I'm excited for Bryce. He's got his father, Craig, as you referenced, in his back corner. Kimberly Stroud is in CJ's. Both of them we interviewed as well in that quarterback book I was referencing. And their advice to parents was just fascinating on how to help, right? And remember that it's not your life. Like it's your child's life. Like they're just on loan. You don't own them. And I love that side of it. So Bryce Young comes in as I think this is the first All-American in the history of Field of 12. So congrats to you, Bryce Young. Excited for your season and your coach's extension. I think everybody else in the SEC is a little scared after they saw that one.